Sweat Equity Podcast, the number one comedy business podcast in the world, pragmatic, entrepreneurial advice with real raw dog talk.
With it.
I
said that last time. Stop doing it.
I'm in a giggly mood because we have our friend, stand-up comedian, radio host on 102.5 The Bone in Tampa Bay, Johnny B. JohnnyBComedy.com if you want to check him out, and soon to be on OnlyFans. You'll find out what that means if you listen to the episode.
You can probably figure it out.
We're 2020's best small, medium enterprise business advisory podcast in the United States. If you like this podcast, go on iTunes, Apple Podcasts, subscribe.
You said the same shit last time,
subscribe.
too. What is happening?
Rate, give us that 5-star, homie, and write a little review. That all helps the podcast. Spotify, Google Play, Apple Podcasts, Amazon, iHeartRadio,
Google Podcasts.
We're on everything. If we're not on
Stitcher.
if we're not on it, let us know. We'll get on it. This episode of Sweat Equity is brought to you by Grasshopper. Try grasshopper.com/sweat. Gets you $75 off an annual plan. What's Grasshopper? It's the entrepreneur's phone app. You need a different phone number for your side hustle. Don't use a Google Voice number because if you try to advertise with it, it'll shut down. By the way, if I'm calling some business or someone who's got an Etsy store, I got a problem. I got someone with my turquoise jewelry, something went wrong, and it goes to a Google Voice, I'm going to think you're a jabroni. Try grasshopper.com/sweat. $75 off an annual plan. Look, that's an eighth and a half.
Yeah.
In my world, that's how I do it.
Right.
Try grasshopper.com/sweat is the only way you can get that discount, $75 off an annual plan from this podcast. It helps us out, helps you out. Let's get this party started. Howdy toddy!
What about my sweat equity? Sweat equity. Sweat equity. My sweat equity. My sweat equity. What about my sweat equity?
I want to. All right, we're recording, but what are you using to get the bottom line scroll going? If for people that are listening,
right?
Johnny B's got this scroll like an ESPN ticker for his social.
So I'm using a program called SparkoCam, and the reason being because I'm using a Canon M50 as my webcam. And if you know anything about, regular cameras, they after 30 minutes they'll stop. Like you can't just keep using them as a streaming camera or even to record video. It records 4K, but because of some tax law with camcorders and regular DLSRs, whatever, they have a setting where they'll turn off after 30 minutes. But with SparkoCam. It goes into the settings for you, the program, and it leaves it open to stream as a webcam. So now you have, a nice Canon M50, quality webcam. I just have the regular factory lens on it. If I had a better lens on it, it would really give that depth of field and blur the background and make it look super sexy like the YouTubers do and all that. But it's good enough for what I use it for. I go live on 102.5 The Bone. Wednesday nights I broadcast from my home studio, and during the pandemic when it was really locked down, I think I broadcasted from home 5 nights a week for about 4 months. So yeah.
Throw your plugs audio version of them before we get into it. But I want more. I've got more AV questions about this.
I didn't know that.
Okay.
It was the law that did it.
Audio plugs,
or just for the audio listeners. I'm saying,
hey, audio. Well, people, it's better for you that you're not looking at me. We'll say that. So
I disagree. The B in Johnny B stands for beautiful.
Oh my God!
People don't know that.
Kiss ass. Dude.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It also stands for bacon and bologna and big, all the other things. I mean, for a big fat middle-aged man, I guess I'm a bukkake all day long.
Yeah. That's how we met.
Yeah, we were the only two white guys. Why you here? I don't know. I thought it was crab leg night.
Craigslist ad. Yeah.
Right.
All right. So if you're in the Tampa Bay,
social,
if you're in the Tampa Bay area, you're on 102.5 FM, The Bone. which is now simulcasted. If you want to go on the website, right, and you can listen. Anybody can listen from anywhere.
Well, yeah, we have the Bone app. So if you're into the applications on your phones and whatnot, it's iOS, Android, pretty much everything. Google Play, you can go search 102.5 The Bone, and the app's free, and you can stream any of the shows at your leisure. The replays are looping 24 hours a day. There's also the clip of the day. You can also hear the Johnny B Show clip of the day as a podcast. They're about 15 minutes long. If you subscribe on any podcast platform, just search Johnny B Show clip of the day. Boom, there you go. You'll get 15 minutes of hijinks with me and old William Kuntz, my co-host / only producer / only person on my show, because I'm nighttime radio and we have the budget of pretty much a homeless trailer person. So I have just me and one other guy on the show.
I got questions about that grind. JohnnyBcomedy.com is
that is my Twitter. And JohnnyBcomedy.com is a website where you can get everything. You go there and you get, you can get the links to Instagram, Johnny B Tampa, TikTok, Johnny B Tampa,
OnlyFans,
all that stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
All that good
dude,
stuff.
I'm gonna get one. I'm gonna
kill it, dude.
I'm teasing, but I'm going. Like, I've been talking about this for years, and I am there now. I am ready. I should have done it at the beginning of the lockdown, but I am ready to just take off my clothes and start smashing Publix cakes on my belly.
Yeah.
I'm done. I have
fart
no
into
more
the
pride.
cakes, all that.
Whatever they want, man. I'm sick of it. You know what I mean? There is an audience for me somewhere on some South Pacific island that would give me $30 a month to watch me do the sick crap that I want to do. And I'm tired of the struggle. It's time,
Tell you what,
you're doing it anyways,
you're doing it, but just not recording it,
right?
Get paid for it. Get paid for it.
Dude, I just poured shrimp pasta all over my face for nobody but me. I know. Jerk off.
Good choice in shrimp on that one.
Thank you.
But yeah, the only what we'll say is if you actually do it, go Aaron Carter style. Do you know what he was doing?
No, please tell.
Tampa's own celebrity. Brother of Nick Carter, solo artist.
Fans.
Apparently he was on OnlyFans or Fans Only. I always mess that up.
Definitely OnlyFans.
OnlyFans, and I guess
Fans Only is for ceiling fans.
And I wonder if they're getting a lot of traffic.
Dan's Fan City.
they're getting a lot of ceiling fan as he would do a song. Times are tough. Look on everybody. But he was doing a song, and then apparently he'd jerk off on there. Yeah.
During the song?
I mean, I only watched it 5 times, but it was
after the song.
No, the song first.
Act 2.
The song is the opener.
If he was only doing Backstreet Boys songs while he did it, would be even better.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
I don't know if there's copyright thing like YouTube.
My mind is exploding with possibilities of jokes from Backstreet Boys songs.
Yeah. They're back.
I want you
back.
Right.
Yeah.
I can't even. My mind can't process it.
Yeah, I heard that and I was like, wow. I was, COVID hurt everybody. Present company included. And when I heard that, I was like, it's not so bad. I'm not there.
I'm close. I'm getting there. I haven't had a.
You're edging. That's a different thing.
Yeah, exactly. I was working 2 jobs for the last 8 years doing nighttime radio, and I still had a day job as a poker dealer. I've done that for over 20 years, and stand-up comedy for 20 years. I do that on the weekends as much as possible, but I stopped the poker dealing at the first of the year, and so I've just been doing freelance voiceover work and things like that, and just grinding it. But I'm at the point now where the money is starting to it's getting lower and lower every month. It's like, okay, I'm not broke yet, but I can see broke. It's right there. If I want to get there, I can just reach right down and it's right there. So I'm joking around. And honestly, the OnlyFans thing, I was kidding around with a couple of girls that I know that are professional webcam girls. That's what they do. And I was kidding around. I said, yeah, I'm gonna start smashing cakes on my belly. And one of them called me an hour after the show. And she's like, are you serious about that? I can help you. And I said it was a joke. And she goes, Johnny, you'll make $250,000 a year. And I was like,
okay.
I was like,
it doesn't matter.
I was like, cakebelly.com would do that. And she's like, yeah, do it. And I was like, okay. And I laughed it off. That was like 2 years ago. But I've been thinking more and more about it. And here's the thing, fellas, you can block, like, tech, you can block like the US from even seeing it. I mean, if somebody really wants to see it, they could get on.
Yeah, but
The VPN.
But if I'm talking market share wise, you don't want to block it out. I mean, look,
that's where the money's at.
The only reason you're not,
okay?
Let's talk you through it. Let's try to push you through because we'll buy a subscription on the Sweat Equity Company account. You're
gonna be a sponsor?
No, we'll
yeah.
We'll subscribe.
I'll have a special sweat equity cake that I'll.
Maybe we'll buy some ads through that. Maybe some product placement or something like that. Yeah. That wouldn't be bad.
My titty.
Yeah. But what's really stopping you from doing it is other than, I guess it's got to be
other than pride.
Yeah,
but decency and all that bullshit.
You got to remember 20 years of stand up and then 7 or 10 of radio. Like look, I tell everybody, like, they try to you ever have this where people are trying to embarrass you about anything, like talk shit that are like non-comedy, not in that world at all. And I'm like,
I know.
You don't find that funny? I'm like, look, there's nothing you can say that would
right. It's like, go ahead, try and hurt my feelings.
Right.
I dare you.
Dead on the inside.
All the time. Like, people are like, Johnny, you should get into a roast. I'm like, yeah. The thing is like, I wouldn't even know if they were doing well or not, because the things I say about myself, like not only even on a daily basis, on an hourly basis, the things I say in my head about me are so brutal. There's nothing you can write that would offend me. And like when I was dealing poker, somebody would crack a joke about me on the table, and it got to the point where I would give them a warning. I go, is this what you want to do right now?
Yeah.
It's not going to work out for you, because I'm going to hurt you. I will hurt you.
Right.
Like internally, it's going to stay with you. Nothing. I'm Teflon when it comes to whatever you have for me. There's nothing. And you could show me pictures of my ex-wife banging somebody. I already have those pictures. That's fine.
Exactly.
They're in a spank bank, a literal bank of photos, because they're older. Yeah, they're printed out. I've got the negatives.
It's the Johnny B cut cam.
I got them at Eckerd's. I got them printed out at Eckerd's.
Eckerd's 1 hour developing, man.
Hell yeah. But that, what's stopping you from doing it? I mean, other than I would say, I'm going to guess, because you got an awesome, one thing about you, let me set the table. So I met Johnny B when I was 19 doing my first open mic. Here's how I met him. I was doing it. They used to do it at the Tampa Improv, and they do it once a month. And, it was one of those things, like a bringer open mic almost, like bring as many people. And I was so green. I just told everybody to come with my buddy, Brendan T. Gleason. So we're both doing it. Did about 9 Jaeger bombs upstairs at Adobe Gila's. That's now this like a cantina. It's been the same thing.
Doesn't matter at all.
I like the details of it. And then like I think I'm doing well, and I hear like a sarcastic laugh in the back. And that's how I met Johnny B. No, and it's
truth teller.
No, but I needed that. That's the thing, is like, I know it wasn't crushing it, right? And I know what I was doing was okay. Like for my first time, fine, like way better than I thought. But I knew it wasn't that good. I knew I was just really pulling from not a lot of life experience. So, it's 5 minutes too. Yeah. And it was a lot of my friends in the crowd, And I remember you and Tony Codd were like, nah. You need to work on some shit. And I was like, okay. Because the second time it was more of that. But no, I look, that's a blessing. I see that as a good thing. I didn't take it because I played sports. I wasn't like, these guys are dicks. I just go, okay, I need to get better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, kind of dicks, but not like, what are you going to do? You're another adult male that doesn't
know. Deal breaking dicks.
Yeah. It wasn't like, it was like, okay, well.
My friends are dicks, just not.
I feel like when you do comedy and you have some kind of sports background, because you've had that kind of shit talk to you, that I'm not kind of like tennis or golf or anything.
No.
Yeah. But like,
contact sports,
real sports.
Yeah.
Somewhere you could get hurt.
And there's a lot of downtime where you have to talk shit because you got nothing else going on. Yeah. It's like, that's that thing of like, okay, I'll prove them wrong. That kind of thing. Still haven't
Yeah.
yet, but I'm working on it. Another thing I had kind of in a thought I had when you're talking about, I've done this where you're like, do you really want to go there? Do you want to heckle? You really want to life heckle me? And then I have nothing in the chamber ready. Have you ever had that? Where you're like,
because in 5 minutes,
yeah,
I'm gonna really lay into you.
because you're used to being able to do it, and then you're like, do you really want to go? Do you want to do it? And then they'll try you, and you're like,
This just keeps saying, do
Actually,
you
I had
really want
nothing.
to?
I had nothing.
Are you sure?
I zoned out.
Are you sure?
But if anybody wants the tip on really digging in, so this shows businessy kind of pragmatic advice. That's why I want to get more of that info on the camera stuff, because we get asked all the time, what's the stuff I need to get a podcast going? But
this will work in the conference room too.
But yeah,
At
this
work.
works. This works in any kind of conflict thing where you need to chew on someone. Is don't go for the first thing. Don't go for the thing that's obvious. Go for the third or fourth thing.
Mm-hmm.
Someone pointed that out to me, and I was like, dead on, dead nuts on. You know, like if we're chewing back and forth and I'm calling you big, that's easy. Like, you've already got stuff prepped, right? So most people do.
I'm way better at fat jokes than you are. Like, there's no way. Yeah. So
or just anybody that's big, they're doing that thing we're talking about. You know, that self. That self kind of argument before the argument happens. Yeah. But I'm saying, like, go for that, like, oh, well, you're the ex-wife, you know, getting bottomed out, that kind of thing. If that was true.
and that's what makes me such a verbal assassin too, is I was married to a really evil lady that came from a long line of evil, and like, their specialty was knowing how to say the thing that would hurt you the most. Like, they knew how to, like, deep dive into your soul and find something in there, like a memory from your childhood or something that really, really, like, penetrates everything about you, to where you go, oh. But I got so smart to it after like 10 years, I knew it was
after
coming.
10 years.
So
10 years. Yeah, that's about right.
I was ready, you know what I mean? So she would hit me with something, like, I swear to you, like, my mom died while I was doing a show at the Improv, right?
God.
Oh, no.
And then, like, a month later, she got mad about something stupid. And she goes, yeah, well, you were the only one of your siblings that was telling jokes when your mom was taking her last breath.
Oh, fuck.
And, like, if I was a normal person, that would have really screwed me up. But I knew it was coming. Like, for a month, I was like, she's going to chamber up my mom. That's going to happen. Yeah. And then she threw it at me, and I went, you're powerless against me anymore. I saw that one coming. And she's like,
what took so long?
It's true. And when our dog died, it hurt me more than when you'll die. I went, oh, that was a reach. Okay. All right. You know, and it just got to the point where it was like, you know.
Sounds like a you problem. Yeah.
Yeah. And I would just go, you're an alcoholic. And I would walk away, and she's like, because it was true. And I was like, all right. But yeah, I mean, it's, when it comes to, if you're going to, you know, go into the realm of verbal, you know, combat, and don't go for the easiest thing. That's great advice.
Yeah, no, I don't know who said it or where I heard it, but I was like, oh, I'm remembering that. That is the best, like, roast battle. If you ever do a roast battle, if you ever have to roast the boss, I don't recommend it. You know.
That's not ever a good idea.
Or the opposite, where people try to roast someone for, like, doing a wedding speech. I don't get that. You're like, you're going too hard in the paint.
Yeah.
You know, like,
it's my big moment.
It's supposed to be pretty light.
Time.
Yeah.
Right.
People are going to remember this forever.
Alan was a real shithead, banging a lot of 4s and 5s around New Orleans. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys had open bar, not me. This is what's happening now. I don't know.
This chick, she's a bit all right, but Alan, this guy used to love some meth. You're like, whoa, dude, what the fuck?
Whoa.
His nana's here.
Yeah.
Oh man, real quick. This was pretty cool. I actually officiated a wedding a couple of years ago, for a couple of friends of mine, and they wanted me to be funny.
No,
right? They wanted me to just kind of like,
I had the same request when I did one. I was like, nope.
Oh no, and these two are very funny people. They know me very well, so they're like, yeah, just be yourself, but just be sarcastic and whatever you want to do, just free flow, just do. So I go, okay. Well, I didn't think about how many people at the wedding had no idea I'm a comedian, no idea who I am.
Yeah.
They thought I was like a priest.
The
Like,
biggest dick of all time.
I show up in a suit. I got a fake like Bible, and I start like marrying these two people, and I almost got murdered, right? Because I just start off, and it's this beautiful setting, and it was like at this museum in Sarasota, where the
Ringling Brothers Museum.
No, it's where they have the manatees in a big aquarium. If you've ever been there, and one of them died, he like killed himself. Snooty was like a celebrity manatee. Yeah, that was its
I believe
name.
you.
Snooty. It died like it got trapped in like a vent or something in the aquarium and died like a month before the wedding. So I'm roasting this dead man. Curators there are getting super pissed off because apparently this person had a deep, long love for Snooty. But I start this officiating off, and I go, "Dearly beloved, we've gathered here clearly to watch these two morons make a mistake." And this old lady right in the front just gasped. And I hear somebody in the back go, "I'm gonna kill this son of a bitch."
Yeah.
So I just had to own it at that point. And
be the heel.
I roasted them. Oh my God, it was great. And then like afterwards, the best man, who's one of my best friends in the world, he steps up and he goes, "Johnny B is a comedian, and then you heard people kind of like breathing sighs of relief. And then those sons of bitches go, "He's also a singer, and he's going to be singing for the reception." I'm like, "I am?
Oh shit.
I gotta put on a concert, and they're like, "What is going on? Our preacher is a comedian and a singer. What is going on?"
He's a 5-tool player? What?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, it was nuts. And then I did I
did
did a jump rope expo outside. Uncle Dutch, baby, let's do this. No, it was weird. It was fun though.
You just you just sang the national anthem. You are multi-talented.
Oh yeah.
Cake smashing on your own your own penis.
If you, incorporate the singing into that.
Ooh, yeah.
Red, white, and blue cake.
Now we got a hook for you.
Okay.
There you go. There's your angle.
The national anthem's very controversial right now, too, in this day and age. Some people think it's horrible. So, I can really hit so many levels of emotion.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
I like it. Yeah. So you tell us about that experience, because that's one of those things. I'm sure if you got paid, it wasn't much. I'm sure.
I didn't get paid at all.
But it's one of those things where I like when you get those things in life where you're like, this kind of frightens me to do it. I'm going to do it because it frightens me. I'm sure that was kind of what's up with that. I know you've sung at a few other things, but this is for people not in the Tampa Bay area, it's where the Bucks play. It was for
Monster Jam.
Monster Jam.
I did all 3 days. I thought they wanted me to sing it once, and then I show up it was a Friday, Saturday, Sunday event, and what happened was they called like promotions at the radio station, the company I work for, and they were like, "We're looking for a singer for the national anthem." And then one of the promotions managers said, "We have one of our radio personalities that's a singer," and they were like, "Well, okay, can you send us like a demo or something?" So they like CC'd me on an email, and I was like, "I don't really have anything of me singing." So I just went in my phone and I found a video that my brother did of me singing at a karaoke show like 3 years ago, and I'm hammered in this video. Wasted. I'm singing like Etta James at last. And, even though I'm wasted, sounded pretty good, So I just forward her this email, and you can hear people in the background just like cussing and everything else. It's crazy, and then she immediately sends it back. She goes, "You're in, be there Friday night." So when I showed up, they were like, "All right, cool. So you're good with doing it Saturday and Sunday too?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure."
Yeah.
But yeah, it was one of those bucket list type of things, because I've sang the national anthem at like high school baseball tournaments and smaller venues and things. And I always thought, like, how cool would it be to do it at like Raymond James Stadium, like Whitney Houston, and it was
that was
so.
Well, that was the sombrero. That was a different one.
yeah.
You know,
We were gonna
Well, it was
correct you.
Tampa
25.
Stadium. I know.
Now it's a
It was
parking
the
lot.
old sombrero. Yeah.
And she's
Anyway,
dead too. Yeah.
And she's dead.
Yeah.
and I'm basically there.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I wanted to find the red, white, and blue tracksuit that she had.
It's the same
and
one.
The headband,
Yeah.
you know, and lip sync.
I'm sure Titus O'Neil, who's standing next to you, would have found that respectful.
My God. Well, the first night, Friday,
the biggest black man of all time.
Dude, I get there Friday when I'm singing it. There's another very handsome black gentleman standing next to the stage with a lovely lady, and he has a mask on. Everybody has a mask on, you know, and I'm like, he looks so familiar, but I can't tell with the mask on who he is. You know, he's about 6'2", well-built man.
Derek Brooks.
No,
I don't know.
No, I would have known. I would have known. Yeah. But I say to one of the promotions managers or whatever, I said, who's the guy standing next to the stage? He goes, oh, that's Carlton Davis III. And I went, oh. So, you know, I mean, I'm one of the biggest Bucks fans in the history of the world. So
War Eagle too. Yeah.
Yes,
great.
exactly, baby.
There.
Yeah. You saw we drafted another War Eagle.
I saw
now, too.
KJ Britt. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so
well, technically he's a tiger because that stupid shit War Eagle is just a saying. It's not even like a mascot.
No,
You're Auburn
weird.
Tigers, but you say War Eagle.
We have three mascots, guys. 3 mascots.
What's the third one?
Plainsman. Yeah.
I'm not even gonna.
And Alabama just has an elephant that's on its period. I have no idea what's going on.
And the Crimson Tide, so they got 2 too.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I don't get it. So I was like kind of fanboying out, and then when I got done singing, he gave me a little fist bump. He goes, "You killed it, dog," and I was like, and then I wanted to say something really like cool, you know, like in my head I was gonna say, man, now we both destroyed it in this stadium, homie. But instead I just went, thank you. And I walked off. And in my head, all I could think was, yeah, it's Carlton Davis III. But could you imagine if it would have been Derek Brooks or it would have been Tom Brady or Gronkowski? You know, I may have just pissed all over myself, but I held it together. And then, the Sunday was when Titus O'Neil was there. And the thing that was cool about him was, I knew that, I was on Facebook with him, but I thought I was on his fan page. I didn't realize I was actually on his personal Facebook. So when he walked up, I go, hey, Titus, I'm Johnny B.
Like a little kid on Christmas.
Yeah. I said, I work at the Bone, and I know he's friends with the daytime host. I know he's friends with Mike Calta and Drew Garabo and stuff. But I go, yeah, I work at night at the Bone. I know, you know, and he goes, Johnny B, I know who you are. And I went,
oh, nice.
Yeah.
I go, you know who I am? And he's like, yeah, dude, yeah, this is great, man. And I'm like, oh. And then it was one of those things where I go, holy crap, he knows who I am. But that it happens a lot in Tampa. I still refuse to believe I'm famous, but it seems like people know who I am, which is kind of cool. So I sang it. The best thing that happened, I'm singing the national anthem on the Saturday night show, and I look out, and out of the box, Jason Light, GM for the Bucks, has a Bud Light in his hand. He looks at me after, I'm waving at the crowd, and points to me like, good job. And I was like, oh,
you're getting a tryout.
Dude, seriously, that's one of the things I want to do now. I want to sing the national anthem at the Bucks game.
You could make it happen. I mean,
well, I just got informed yesterday it's going to happen. The Rowdies want me to come sing it.
Yeah, nice.
And I believe I'm going to be doing it for the Rays, but the Rays aren't allowing people to sing in person. They're doing the video like you sing in your video.
What?
And they'll do me. I know, because I'd really like some free tickets.
I mean, this joke's been done a lot in this area, but there's not going to be a lot of people at the stands.
Attendance was unaffected by COVID.
Yeah, we were already COVID.
That's what I'm saying. They're allowing 9,000 people, and that was the biggest hacky joke last season. Was like, nobody at the Rays games. We're used to that. I'm like, okay, all right, stop it. We do have really good TV attendance, so the Rays have some of the best in the country because we're Floridians. We like to sit on the couch and drink beer and and in the air condition and enjoy it for free.
I like that you threw that out there as the small team insecurity because normally one of us might do it. We're like, hey,
Yeah.
TV market's still pretty good, all right? Like we got real fans, I swear. It's just traffic sucks to get to a game at 7. What are you gonna do? Yeah. I mean, it's true. I mean, and the experience is bad.
That is dumb, though.
What?
They're not letting the guy who's singing the national anthem into the game, but they got 9,000 fans.
Yeah.
Whatever, man. You know, it's whatever they want. You know,
it's not the same experience for you, though. You know, I mean, that's a Major League Baseball game.
Yeah.
It would be way cooler if you could do it in person.
Do a feed of your OnlyFans.
Yeah.
I do the real one, but then I accidentally send them the wrong file.
Yeah. That'd be great.
And now for your national anthem. Local comedian and radio personality, Johnny Bill.
Here's something that's kind of cool about doing this show. So I was talking to you on the phone a couple weeks ago. You're doing corporate stuff now, right?
My stand up. I was talking to you about that, and because I mean I've been for years known as one of the dirtier comics.
Sure.
Done a bunch of like little tours called the Down and Dirty shows, and it's great for some crowds, love it. But then I was losing out on a ton of money because people want to book somebody that can do a PG or a corporate set. And I was always one of these artists that was like, I'm not going to sway from what I do, bro. But then somebody offered me like $1,400 and I had to turn it down. I was like, you know what? It's time to write some different stuff, or at least a version of my set. Like, it's not different material. I just tone down some of the material I already have and it works. Yeah.
Mike Birbiglia talks about not being dirty, and his whole kind of mantra is like, think fuck, don't say fuck kind of thing.
But he's kind of flipped.
Right.
The last one special I saw, it was like some family brought their kid in and he like front row and he's like, oh, this is different than what you're used to.
He got 4 solid hour specials, 4 different.
Oh, I love Mike Birbiglia.
That were clean.
Yeah.
What I was saying is so after that I hit up Patrick Keane, who's been booking a lot of corporate events. And so I'm going to put y'all together because we were talking to him on this podcast about what he's been doing. And he kind of doubled down on doing corporate Zoom shows as comics. And he's had this kind of, this kind of thing on top of him being a writer and a stand-up comic. He's been doing this thing on the side and he just kind of ran with it. And then I was like, when you talked to me about it on the phone, I was like, oh, well, he'll randomly hit me up with all this cool Bucks gear that he just sees all the time. Like I'll get a 3 a.m. text and it'll be like some creamsicle Bucko Bruce like Cadillac or something like interior design. So I'm gonna remind me to put y'all together if I don't do that later.
Yeah.
But I thought that was kind of cool because it was kind of like we never really brokered anything on this show like that. So I thought it was kind of neat.
We'll see if it happens.
We'll see if I get ADD and forget.
That's me, dude. I got like 19 different projects going on right now, and I'm not even 30% done on any of them. That's just classic me. So I'm actually getting ready to launch a new streaming show, Bucks streaming show on bucksreport.com called Out of Bounds with Johnny B. They wanted my comedic take on Bucks stuff. And so now I'm creating StreamYard, backgrounds and quarter panels and all. I'm doing artwork. I'm doing that. I started customizing shoes a couple of weeks ago because I went down a YouTube rabbit hole. So now I just made custom Air Force Ones. Like, it's crazy, all the stuff I'm doing. And if I could just stick to like 2 things and be really, really good at them and finish them, I'd probably be super successful. But I'm doing like a million things. ADD, I have no idea. I'm probably cooking something right now that's burning.
It's that shrimp pasta. It's really like, I get that way too. And lately I've been really trying to put myself in check and go like, don't spread yourself too thin because you end up becoming miserable. When you get stressed out, you're not really you're doing all those things at 10%,
Yeah.
And so it's really like, focus on like 4 or 5 things you can handle now, and then you can add shit later. But
the OnlyFans, you do have to make that number 20.
Yeah,
seriously,
that's a money maker.
That could be number 1.
That's a revenue stream.
Nothing else.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, for a while, like when I first was talking about it with those girls, my son was still at home. You know, he was like a senior in high school, and I was like, I can't embarrass him. But now he's 21. You know, he's like a senior in college. So it is. I don't think he would be embarrassed. He'd be like, "Yeah, my dad smashes cakes on his tits, but do you see what he drives?" I'm like, "Yeah, your dad's pretty dope."
And
but
let's put it this way: you're a good dad. You should get some life credit points because your son was a badass defensive end football player or tackle.
He's a left tackle
and could have played at the next level and decided he could get an academic scholarship, right?
Yeah, I made sure that you know, he kept in his academics. Like he was in honors classes from 6th grade on, and I told him never ever falter when it comes to your grades, because that's where the cream is going to rise to the top, because you never know what's going to happen with athletics, and there's so many good athletes. You know, we even moved to South Tampa so he can go play at Plant. Hated Coach Wiener, hated the whole thing.
I try to put y'all together.
I know.
My former coach, yeah. But I mean,
so,
look, he makes people into good,
yeah. Well, he just had like really unfortunate injury problems once he got to high school.
Sure.
And so then he ended up going back. We moved back to Brandon so he could go finish out at Bloomingdale, and just
it got to the point. Tampa, yeah.
Yeah. So it got to the point where he was like, look, I've had straight A's since 5th grade. I'm in all these honors classes. I'm in line to get the Bright Future Scholarship, so I don't want to play football anymore. And I was like, my heart was like, ouch, you know, because the kid's 6 foot, almost 6'6". At the time, he was like 310, you know, and he's just a monster. And, you know, he's being looked at by everybody. He was like being looked at in 7th grade, you know, he was getting, high schools were walking him through the facilities and stuff. So it was like,
that's some Leonard Fournette shit.
Right.
Unless you signed him in 7th grade.
I'm serious. So I wanted to see him play on Saturdays, you know, and then you never know, maybe on Sundays one day. But at the same time, you know, you got to be a dad before, you know, you're trying to be the football dad. You know, it's like, all right, well, if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do.
Well,
so
look,
you did the right thing.
And I've known you sacrifice, you know, some of the stand-up career, some things along the way to make sure you were there for him. So here's what I'm saying. You built up a lot of dad credit. Now it's
time to cash it in.
It's time to cash
literally.
It in. And now
you're right, dude. You're right, because I don't know if you knew this, but I turned down like probably the most lucrative opportunity in my life was when Ralphie May was alive, and I was his Southeast opener. Like he used regional openers. So like if he was out west, he used Ari Shaffir or Gary Cannon. When he was up north, he used the Bash Brothers, and you know, so in Midwest Nashville, he used Billy Wayne Davis. But I was his guy down here, and we became good friends. And then one day we're doing Hard Rock Live in Orlando, and he says, why don't you just do the whole tour, man?
Oh my God.
We'll do 100. We'll just be my regular guy. We'll do 150 shows a year, you know, or 300 shows a year. I don't know. It was a bunch of shows a year. And he goes, you know, I'll pay you what I pay you for every show for the whole tour. Dude, he was paying me like a lot.
Yeah. The rumor with him was he always paid everybody well.
Like, unbelievably well.
Right.
Like
unheard of, like, I want to say he gave me money one time, and he wasn't even on the show.
Just for being there.
He was watching Bert's show, and I was opening for Bert, and he was just hanging out.
Dude,
hanging out.
I think he gave me a tip. Yeah, he's one of the few people, like Lonnie Love. There's like a handful of people that have given me a tip for being like the opener or guest set, and it's like it's such a badass move because he gets it, you know.
Yeah, but he offered me the whole tour, and I had to turn it down because I was a single dad at the time. You know, I couldn't bail on my son. So he said to me, he says, that's okay, baby. I appreciate that. He goes, as soon as he goes to college, the offer is always there. I'm like, thank you. And then, you know, unfortunately, he passed away right as my son was graduating high school, which, you know, I would rather have Ralphie back and not have that deal. But
probably, well, he probably died.
Not have your son graduate high school is what I thought.
Maybe he didn't like your material and he killed himself just so you didn't have to take you on the road.
But not only that, like he had a 6 months residency. He had just signed in Vegas at the South whatever casino, that newer one, and I could have been back. I've lived in Vegas twice and I loved it, but you know I came back here for opportunities that arose. But I would have loved to went back, especially with no children. Give me Vegas with no anchor.
Yeah.
Come on. Yeah. So,
were you on that cruise ship when he got real sick that one time?
Yes, I was his opener for that. That's when we first met. And that's how I became his regular opener, because I guess he felt bad that he got sick. And I got a message. It was the weirdest thing. I got a DM on Twitter from him.
Yeah.
And it's like,
what was it, like 2014, 2015, something like that?
No, 2011.
Oh, really?
So,
okay.
Yeah. So he DM'd me on Twitter and he's like, hey, you kind of got screwed. You didn't get to open for a real show. And he goes, I have these blood clots in my lungs, so I can't fly for a few weeks. So I'm booking shows all over Florida. Do you want to open for me? I'm doing a show tomorrow, a pop-up show at the Improv. It was like a Tuesday, sold it out.
Oh,
in
yeah.
24 hours.
I remember this. Yeah.
Yeah. So I go, yeah. So I show up, open for him, I have a good set, everything worked out. His crowds were the easiest to do stand-up for, because it's like going to a opening for Brian Regan or somebody like that. The crowds show up ready to laugh. Like they're almost, like on the edge of their seats before they even sit down, like, ha, ha, ha. They're ready. It's like a fat guy at a buffet. Like you can't lose. So like his crowds were awesome. Like you just do your set and it's hard to have a bad set. So he loved me and then invited me the next night. We went to like Sarasota, and then he just started booking these shows. And the guy he just got out of the ICU with like blood clots in his lungs. He's on all these blood thinners and everything. But yeah, that's how that kind of steamrolled. And it got to the point where even after he went back to LA or Nashville, he had a house in each. And I got like a call from his manager. It's like, hey, Ralphie wants to know if you want to open again. I was like, what?
That's awesome.
Like, yeah. So I mean, that's how that happened. But yeah, it's weird how things happen.
Yeah. And you got to keep grinding it out. The one thing, because we got to close it out, the one thing I want to make sure we ask you, and we ask everybody on the show, is what advice would you give your 13-year-old self?
Ooh, boy. On what? Women? Career?
Here's the scenario. You can get in like a Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure phone booth.
Yeah.
And you travel back in time to when you're 13.
Yeah.
Hopefully not masturbating. Like, hopefully caught you in between.
Right.
You catch yourself in between those.
And what do you do then?
You can grab...
What kind of time warp does that cause?
You can grab yourself by the cool rerun vest you were wearing.
Oh, man.
By the lapels of that. I'm just guessing. Because there's like...
Honestly, I dressed the exact same way back then.
You can grab yourself by the hoodie.
My little Adidas tracksuit and suede Adidas low tops and tracksuit. Yeah, same thing.
Yeah, and I was gonna guess you're a Fila guy, but yeah. And you can tell yourself something at 13.
Oh man, I mean, honestly,
a few things. It doesn't have to be one thing.
Yeah, I mean, to be dead honest and real, not even trying to be funny. I think the thing that I would tell 13-year-old me is to, number one, stop messing around in school. Make sure, because I kind of just floated through school. My dad was an engineering professor, so I was smart enough to not even try and got average grades. But if I would have applied myself, I could have been like my son and probably done really good things academically. I went on to have to get a degree in art, which is worthless.
I mean,
so
cool.
Yeah, so
I got political science.
Yeah, good job. Anyway, so I mean, honestly, I would tell 13-year-old me also, because that 13-year-old me had just lost a bunch of weight and was playing really well, playing football very well. And I thought that was going to be my path. I was a pretty decent high school player, but I started gaining weight back, like after high school. I would tell 13-year-old me, don't gain the weight back. Stay in the weight room, lift, and keep your health in check. Because I mean, although my weight has, it's been something I can joke about and all that, it's been a struggle throughout my life. I mean, I got up to almost 600 pounds at 30 years old, and
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and I gastric bypass, and I dropped 300 pounds, and then I've gained now almost 100 of it back. So it's like it's been a constant battle, and it's been a hurdle that I'd rather tell my 13-year-old me to avoid, that way, he has a happier life and he doesn't have to use his joke to bang hot girls. He could just do it with his looks. That would be neat. And then, And then, yeah. And also I would tell them to save money. Like, yeah, it's fun to blow money, but man, I made so much money between like 30 and 40. I had a underground poker game and I was making 6 figures and I was just living the life. You know, I was going out to, you know, the Charlie's and Ruth's Chris like every night for dinner and just like
all the corporate
everything.
steakhouses.
Oh my God. Yeah, exactly. Because that's all there really was back then. You know, it's like, so, but I mean, I would go to the airport and just buy a ticket there and go somewhere like on a whim.
Oh,
I go, hey man, you want to go to Vegas? And I'm like, yeah. My buddy would be like, when? I'm like now, let's go. And we would just go buy a ticket and fly. And I mean, I blew so much money. And I would tell 13-year-old me to be a little bit more responsible, have fun, but think about your future and don't be 50 years old, ready to smash cakes on your belly. It's not, you know, don't do that.
One thing I'll throw out there that I've heard a lot of people using to lose weight, and I actually been doing it the last 2 weeks because I wanted to hit a goal for me.
Is it meth? It meth? Because
it's meth. It's blue meth. No,
so much done.
Yeah, just be careful on how you do it.
Right.
No, it's I heard it. I think I heard Segura talking about it on Tom Segura talking about it on his podcast. He's been using the My Fitness Pal app, and just because I'm a stats nerd, I was like, let's see if I enter everything in there, and for as long as I can do it.
Right.
And I paid for it, so I'll make myself do it because I'm cheap. And and it's actually been kind of good in kind of surprising some of the stuff that I've been eating that you kind of know is bad, but it puts this like kind of scoreboard up of like, I'm actually using an app right now and it's a free one and it's similar. It's funny. It's called Fat Secret. And it's the same thing. It's the same thing. Like you whisper into it and go, oh, I want a fucking pumpkin pie so bad.
You still love me, don't you, Fat Secret app?
I just ate all the fucking Oreos, Fat Secret. And the app's like, I ain't gonna say shit about it, dude.
It's okay,
As a matter of fact, the calories don't count, bitch. Anyway, but no, you enter all the food in and it tells you like you put in like your current weight and what your goal weight is, and it'll tell you what your calories should be if you want to stay in calorie deficit. It doesn't get into the details. What I need to learn is the real details, like the macros and all that stuff, because everybody's body is made up different. So it's like I need to make sure that I understand better, like the things that are going to help my body burn the best and all that, because everybody's different. So lately, I mean, I've lost 24 pounds since January.
Nice. That's good.
And it's just basically, entering this stuff and just not eating like an asshole all the time. That's my thing now. So like I do meal replacements now. Like instead of eating in the daytime, I eat I don't know if you've heard of Built Bar, but it's like a protein bar. They actually taste like a candy bar, but they're like 130 calories and like 17 grams of protein. I've
heard them on a sugar podcast. On that though? Like
have something lined up.
Very low. It's like I think there's 4 grams of carbs.
Have one on deck for when those get boring and not good anymore. Because that's
and then I've been doing the protein, the Premier Protein. I get those at Costco, and then I'll slam one of those in the daytime, just to keep me going. And then I have I don't want to sound like a stupid Slim Fast commercial. I have a sensible dinner. No, but then I just try to keep my calories under 1,500 is what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, no, that's
low.
It's tough.
That's low.
That's what I've been looking at mine. I'm like, I don't know if I've hit it more than in 2 weeks. I don't think I've hit it more than 3 times. It's
and then on the weekend I allow myself,
that's where it gets all.
Delete that app and reinstall it on Monday.
Yeah, because in my head, I'm like, you gotta live a little bit. You're doing a show, and there's an open, they give you free beer at these shows.
The booze is the toughest for me.
Drink them, fatty. Yeah. I was drinking Mick Ultra at a gig a couple of weeks ago because I'm like, they're only 100 calories. I drank like 11 of them. I didn't have a buzz. I'm like, I could have just drank water. This is stupid.
Yeah, he's got me on the go more booze than beer. That's helped a little bit.
Liquor.
Yeah, I mean, booze is liquor, right?
I don't know.
Good friend. Yeah.
Well,
I mean, switch to liquor and meth.
You know what you need?
It's
hard liquor, my friend.
No, it's a little about substituting some stuff. Like if you're gonna get pizza, go thin crust on it. Like I mean, if you're gonna do that, like treat yourself shit. And you want a pizza, go thin crust over,
There are better options.
Yeah, and that's a way to kind of wean your way. When you try to go, okay, this is what I'm doing. I'm going cold turkey. It almost never works.
Now that's the thing too, is I'm trying to eat right and not feel like I'm on a diet or punishing myself, because that's the problem too. It's like you hear like, I'm on a diet and I'm on a, and in your head you're like, why are you being mean to me? Like. Yeah. Instead, like, and I try to tell them, like, my girl's been losing weight, but she's doing keto. And I was like, I don't like it because it's a plan that eventually will end, right? Like, I want to try to figure out how to change. Yeah. Right. That's what I'm saying. I want to just try to change how I act. Yeah. I want to just like, you hear lifestyle change, and it sounds super gay when you say it, but it's true. Like, it's like,
I want a gay lifestyle change. I want to be gay.
That would be awesome.
Yeah,
you don't see a lot of fat ones, but
they hide those.
Yeah.
It's like if you were trying to walk better and you were trying to change your gait, and have better posture, you wouldn't say like, I'm going to do that for a month and then go back to walking like a caveman afterwards. So I kind of want to do that with food. I just want to like, look, I'll just gradually lose weight slowly. I'm not going to do some crazy shit, and then like in a year from now, I'll go, holy shit, I'm 80 pounds lighter and I don't even feel like I tried. That's what I wanted.
That's the right way to do it.
Look, that's how you do it. Weight loss is the hardest thing. It's secretly like people, joke about it a lot, but it's like, you got to eat. And like, especially like if you've been kind of rewarding yourself, or when you get stressed, go fuck it and eat whatever. That's the issue. The moment of weakness is really the issue,
Yeah, you get crazy. Like if you starve yourself, if I starve myself for like a week, then I'm going to lose my mind and just drink a bottle of ranch dressing. Then what did we do? What did we just
do?
Get
yoked. Your leg power's got to be out of this world. You've been carrying around all that weight, dude. I bet your calves are huge.
Yeah, well,
like Samoan.
I used to go to like the gym, 10, 15 years ago. And that was the thing I would do to impress people, was I would get on the leg press and max it out and just push it.
Yeah.
But now I'm, in my upper 40s and my back is just like, I had like an MRI like a year ago because I was like, oh, back pain here. And they go, oh yeah, your back's just riddled with bone spurs. And I'm like, so what do we do with those? And they're like, nothing. Just, you're going to be in pain until you die, probably. So enjoy that.
Not funny.
And I go, what the fuck is that? I go, so is there anything I can do? And the guy's like, get massages, smoke weed. I go, I do those things already. It's not working. So, so it's like, I don't know about getting yoked anymore. But yeah, I would tell 13-year-old me to get yoked, though. I damn believe it. My son's like, he stopped playing football. He lost almost 100 pounds.
Whoa.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm not an offensive lineman anymore. So now he's walking.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah. And he turns down girls that most people would pay top dollar for.
Look, I hope you passed on my message that having a girlfriend in college is worthless. So tell him to not have that, especially if he's sick. I know. Get rid of that shit.
He's almost done with college though, right?
Well, no, he's going into medical school. He wants to be a doctor.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. They need to break up.
What is what?
I told him, man. He's like, we're getting an apartment together.
No.
What?
Beautiful.
She's locking that down, bro.
I tried.
Medical school. Come on. That's,
she's going to be like,
we need to talk to this kid.
I don't need birth control. You don't need a condom. And she's going to lock it down, dude.
I told him, I don't want grandkids, dude. I don't care about them. I don't want to spend money on them. Don't put a baby in her. Don't make me throw her down the stairs. I told him that, but he's going to make his decisions, whatever he wants to do.
That's the real advice. Don't throw a baby down the stairs.
Not the baby.
He's talking about the girlfriend.
Oh, that either.
Whoopsie.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's worthless to throw a baby down the stairs. They're so pliable at that age. You can't even hurt them. You can't break bones until you're 5, probably.
Probably. Yeah.
I've heard.
I'd like to make a warning that this is not
a
medical
comedy
podcast.
show.
Yeah.
That's part of my my corporate set I'm working on.
Right.
Perfect. Yeah. All right, man. Thanks for coming on. Appreciate it.
Thanks, guys.
All right, I'll see you around, man.
All right. Take care, guys. Bye.
All right, thanks, dude.